I play a character by the name of Kristen, and she is a young mother who works in a bar with her boyfriend and baby daddy. And she's just a young girl trying to figure it out, basically trying to figure out her life. And she has a 1-year-old daughter, and because of that, now she's started she's starting to think about her life in the grand scheme of things, and who she wants to be, who she wants her daughter to be. Does she want to marry this guy that she had a kid with? And that leads to the thought of who are her parents, because she was adopted, put up for adoption when she was a baby. So she's not sure who her mother is or her father is. Kristen's search for her mother sort of happens throughout the film, and she asks the character of Jesse for some advice, and Jesse at a certain point ends up, convincing her to find her mother, and maybe that will find some. She'll be able to find some peace in that, and eventually she'll know who she is as a person, so that she'll be able to take care of her child. Zach, the boyfriend of Kristen, of my character, he's very strong-willed and wants to get married and have a family, and that's his idea of a nice life. And Kristen's a little more weary about it all, not sure if that's the kind of commitment she should be making at this point in her life, because she is a young mom, and that is something she loves so much, having a child. I think she's always wanted a child, and finds that really comforting. Gary Marshall is such a wonderful man, and I actually worked with him 10 years ago. I did a film with Scott, his son, that Scott directed, and I had a scene with Gary that was so wonderful. And now to be working with him as a director, he's such a warm spirit, and so he just makes you feel really comfortable and confident as an actor, and really cares about people, and the environment that he creates is just unlike any other set I've been on before. Kristen meets Miranda, and Miranda's team of people are very protective over her, and I think they shut down my character and her request to interact with Miranda, because they think that I'm just, there for the money. Jack Whitehall plays my boyfriend, Zach, and he is a comedian in real life and in the film. He's very funny, very charming. Many people call him Hugh Grant, a Hugh Grant look-alike, feel-alike kind of guy. And he's so perfect, because you really do just fall for him in a way. He's so kind and warm-hearted, and I think the audience will really understand why my character wants to be with him, but there is that struggle of not wanting to commit because of just being unsure and insecure. My character, Kristen, meets the character of Sandy, played by Jen Aniston, in the playground scene, and she's gone through a lot in her lifetime. Sandy, she's had kids, and she's had a divorce, and now her ex-husband is getting remarried to a young woman. And when I meet her, the character of Sandy, I think that just confuses my character even more, which then provokes a bit of a breakdown. It's interesting, because Kristen has all of these people to look at who have these relationships with their children, and I think Kristen feels like she won't have that unless she fulfills a certain part of her own life. The topic of mothers, it's such a universal concept, and it's such a huge part of family, and family is such a universal concept, and people love to hear stories and watch stories about things that they can relate to. And for me, when I read the script, I just loved all the different storylines, and how there's so many different relationships in the world, and so many types of mothers and types of people, that I think anyone can find a character that they can relate to and make sense to them. people will enjoy this movie because there's funny moments, and there's, charming moments and sweet moments and sad moments, and there's so much to look forward to. It's a very well-rounded film. When I found out that I would get the opportunity to be a part of this film, immediately I was like, yes. I hadn't even read the script, and I was like, tell them yes, tell them yes, tell them yes. So I had no idea that I had no idea that Julia would be playing my mom, which for me is a dream come true because she is my favorite actress in the world. I love her so much. I think I was raised on Julia Roberts.